In today's fast-paced world, where conversations and noise never seem to pause, have we lost touch with the profound power of silence? What if the moments we choose not to speak could be just as impactful as the words we do say? How often do we stop to reflect on what our silence could mean, not just for others, but for ourselves? The ancient philosophy of Stoicism holds the key to mastering this art. Zeno, the founder of Stoicism, once said, "It's better to trip with the feet than with the tongue." Think about it. How many times have you regretted speaking in haste, letting anger or impatience take the wheel? Stoicism doesn't merely warn us about the dangers of impulsive speech. It empowers us to use silence as a tool for growth, peace, and clarity. Imagine navigating life's challenges with the quiet confidence of knowing your silence carries more weight than any heated argument ever could. Stoic silence isn't about withdrawing. It's an intentional, powerful response that can diffuse conflict, protect your inner peace, and even deepen your understanding of others. But when should we embrace silence, and how can it transform our lives? In this video, we'll explore 9 key moments when silence isn't just wise, it's life-changing. From handling disagreements to gaining clarity in emotional storms, these lessons will show you how silence can be your greatest ally. So, if you're ready to unlock the profound wisdom of Stoic philosophy and reshape the way you interact with the world, you're in the right place. Hit that subscribe button and join us here at Stoic Lens. Let's journey together into the power of choosing silence. 1. When being criticized unfairly. Unfair criticism offers a unique opportunity to embody strength, integrity, and self-mastery, core principles of Stoicism. Marcus Aurelius, the revered Stoic emperor, reminds us that it isn't the external event that harms us, but our perception of it. He also teaches that we can choose to shift our perspective at any moment. With this mindset, unfair criticism transforms from an attack into a chance to refine our character. Think about a time when staying calm in the face of unjust criticism changed the outcome. For instance, imagine leading a project at work and receiving harsh feedback from your boss. Instead of reacting defensively or emotionally, a Stoic approach would be to examine the feedback objectively, extracting any useful insights while discarding baseless negativity. Epictetus emphasized that maintaining your composure and focusing on what truly matters, your effort and values, preserves both your peace and professional dignity. Choosing not to respond impulsively is not an act of weakness. It's a demonstration of philosophical strength. By controlling our reactions, we stay true to the Stoic call to focus on what is within our power, our thoughts, attitudes, and actions. This quiet confidence can turn potential conflicts into moments that reflect your maturity and dedication to living by a higher standard. Ask yourself, what might you gain by choosing thoughtful silence over impulsive speech? How could this practice strengthen your own peace of mind and influence those around you? Stoicism invites us to let our actions and measured responses speak louder than words. In this way, we prioritize our personal growth over the fleeting approval of others. Marcus Aurelius wisely advised, "Don't waste time arguing about what a good man should be. Be one." When we remain composed in the face of criticism, we lead by example, fostering an environment of reflection and growth rather than ego-driven conflict. Criticism, fair or not, is inevitable. Even unjust feedback can offer an opportunity for self-improvement. Yet, when it is intended to wound, staying calm and acting with grace is essential. Stoic principles, which date back to ancient Greece, guide us in handling these moments with strength and composure. turning challenges into opportunities for inner growth. Epictetus reminds us that it is not what happens to us that defines us, but how we respond. Instead of reacting impulsively to harsh words, take a moment to pause and reflect. This pause allows you to approach the situation with clarity and prevents emotional outbursts that might escalate the conflict. To handle criticism effectively, detach it from your sense of self-worth. As Marcus Aurelius advises, you have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. Unfair criticism often reflects the critic's mindset rather than your abilities. By understanding this, you can approach the situation with a clearer perspective. Even in the most unfair judgments, there may be a kernel of truth. Look for it. Use that insight to better yourself while discarding the rest. Epictetus said, "First learn the meaning of what you say, and then speak." This approach not only helps you grow, but ensures your responses are deliberate and meaningful. When confronted with unjust criticism, remain composed and polite. This not only demonstrates your self-control, but often disarms the critic. A calm response reflects maturity and prevents further escalation. As Marcus Aurelius reminds us, be one, focusing on your character rather than engaging in petty disputes. Redirect your energy from the criticism toward your goals and self-improvement. By doing so, you rise above negativity and remain steadfast on your path. Concentrating on growth keeps you aligned with Stoic virtues, transforming even challenging moments into opportunities for progress. Facing unfair criticism is never easy, but Stoicism provides a roadmap for navigating these situations with dignity and strength. Take time to reflect. Separate the criticism from your self-worth. Seek constructive insights and respond calmly. By doing so, you embody the Stoic ideal of inner calm amidst external turmoil. Second, Stoic silence in the middle of boasts. Picture yourself at a networking event, surrounded by conversations, when a co-worker begins boasting about their recent promotion, luxurious vacations, or financial success. The urge to counter their self-praise with your own achievements might arise, but Stoicism offers a different approach. Instead of engaging in this competitive exchange, it teaches the strength of silence. By choosing not to speak, you preserve your composure and allow their words to reflect their priorities, not yours. This restraint not only protects your dignity, but also demonstrates quiet confidence. You communicate without words that your self-worth doesn't depend on the validation of others. Your silence becomes a shield, guarding your energy and ensuring it's spent on meaningful, deeper interactions rather than shallow displays of superiority. In Stoicism, silence isn't passive, it's deliberate and purposeful. As a Stoic principle suggests, true benefits aren't repaid with empty words, but with actions and virtues. In practice, this means responding to the boasting of others, not with words of your own, but with the strength of your character and the excellence of your deeds. How often have you found yourself tempted to one-up someone's success story with your own? Imagine the impact of instead choosing to listen fully, acknowledging their achievements with a smile or a simple nod, and then returning to your focus on your own values and goals. This practice redirects your attention from external validation to internal growth, reinforcing a sense of happiness and success that isn't tied to competition. By embracing Stoic silence in moments of boasting, you foster a life rooted in genuine contentment and inner peace. This quiet strength allows you to navigate relationships and achievements without comparison, creating a space where personal fulfillment thrives. Or 3. When dealing with anger. Anger, when it strikes, can feel like a storm, wild, overwhelming and consuming. Yet, Stoic philosophy offers a calm refuge in these moments, the choice of silence. Epictetus, a notable Stoic thinker, advised speaking only when necessary, emphasizing the power of restraint. Consider a scenario at work. A colleague's error results in hours of extra work for you. The instinct to lash out may feel justified, but what if you chose silence instead? By pausing, you allow time to assess the situation objectively. This moment of reflection can prevent the situation from escalating and lead to practical solutions rather than unproductive arguments. Marcus Aurelius, another celebrated Stoic, once observed, "How much worse are the consequences of anger than the causes of it?" His words remind us that the fallout from our outbursts, strained relationships, regret, or even professional setbacks often outweighs the issue that sparked the anger. History provides powerful examples of the transformative potential of restraint. Nelson Mandela, after enduring decades of unjust imprisonment, chose forgiveness over anger. His decision not only fostered his personal peace, but also led to national reconciliation. Stoicism encourages us to channel this kind of wisdom. Silence when angry isn't about suppressing emotions, it's about aligning our response with our highest self. Practicing Stoic silence in moments of anger involves understanding its triggers. Ask yourself, what assumptions or beliefs underlie this emotion? Accept that while external events are beyond your control, your response is entirely within your power. This shift in perspective, paired with mindfulness and deliberate breathing, can turn moments of fury into opportunities for growth. When frustration arises, try stepping back and considering the broader context. Viewing the situation from another person's perspective might reduce the intensity of your emotions. Focus on solutions rather than dwelling on grievances, and channel the energy of anger into positive outlets like exercise or creative pursuits. By approaching anger with Stoic wisdom, you cultivate inner strength and clarity, creating space for deeper connections and enduring peace. 4. Silence in the middle of false rumors. When stories spread, they often twist and turn like leaves in the wind, becoming distorted and harmful. False rumors can cause significant damage, yet Stoic philosophy offers a powerful remedy: silence. Consider the story of a teacher in a small town who became the target of false accusations. As the rumors circulated, she chose not to engage in heated denials or lengthy explanations. Instead, she relied on her integrity and character to weather the storm. This choice wasn't passive, but deeply strategic, rooted in wisdom. Marcus Aurelius reminds us, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." Silence in the face of false accusations is not weakness, it's strength. When we speak impulsively, we often worsen the situation, fueling the fire of gossip. By remaining quiet, we allow the initial excitement of the rumors to dissipate. Over time, the absence of evidence often speaks louder than any words could. For the teacher, her decision to stay silent allowed the truth to emerge naturally, proving her innocence without unnecessary conflict. Epictetus offered a counterintuitive but profound insight. If someone speaks ill of you, respond with a compliment. While this may not always be literal, it reflects the Stoic principle of responding to negativity with dignity. In many cases, silence is the most respectful and effective response, demonstrating trust in truth and confidence in your character. Applying this lesson means learning to pause before responding to rumors or accusations. Silence creates a buffer, allowing emotions to settle and clarity to emerge. It's a declaration of control, focusing on your actions and values rather than the uncontrollable spread of stories. When facing false rumors, the most powerful defense is to live in alignment with the ideals you uphold. A life rooted in virtue becomes your shield against unfounded claims. Choosing silence not only protects your peace, but also reinforces your commitment to Stoic principles, transforming chaos into an opportunity for calm strength. Let silence guide you through the noise, preserving your dignity and fostering a life grounded in resilience and inner harmony. 5. How to deal with loss. Loss is a universal part of life, whether it's the death of a loved one, the end of a relationship, or the disappearance of a cherished opportunity. It often leaves us grappling with silence, sadness, and a sense of emptiness. Stoicism offers a unique approach to navigating this pain, teaching us how to find strength and meaning in moments of profound loss. Clive Staples. Lewis, in his poignant book, A Grief Observed, reflects on the death of his wife. "The pain I feel now is the happiness I had before." This deeply Stoic sentiment acknowledges the interconnectedness of love and loss. Stoicism encourages us to view life as a continuous flow, where joy and grief are two sides of the same coin, inseparable yet essential. Seneca, a prominent Stoic philosopher, reminds us, "The day we fear as our last is but the birthday of eternity." Loss, in this perspective, is not an end, but a transformation, an opportunity to see life's impermanence as a reminder of its fragility and beauty. Rather than rushing to fill the silence after a loss with distractions or explanations, Stoics embrace it. This space allows for reflection and emotional processing, transforming grief into a path for personal growth. C.S. Lewis used the quiet after his wife's passing to deeply examine his feelings, gaining profound insight into the nature of life and love. His journey echoes the Stoic practice of accepting hardship as a means to build resilience and understanding. Acknowledging emotions is the first step in this process. Stoicism teaches us that emotions are natural responses to life's events, not signs of weakness. Allowing yourself to grieve through crying, journaling, or confiding in a trusted friend honors the depth of your loss. At the same time, it's vital to remember that while we can't control external events, we can control our responses. This distinction is central to Stoic thought. By focusing on what lies within your power, you can let go of the futile struggle against the unchangeable. For instance, you may not be able to undo the loss itself, but you can choose how you process it. Reflect on what the loss teaches you. Perhaps it reveals your strength, sharpens your priorities, or deepens your empathy. Practicing gratitude is another powerful Stoic tool. In moments of sorrow, it can be grounding to shift your focus to what remains. Consider keeping a daily gratitude journal, listing even the smallest blessings. This practice helps reframe your perspective, bringing a sense of calm and appreciation for the present moment. Stoicism also emphasizes the value of community during difficult times. Sharing your struggles with trusted family members, friends, or support groups can ease the weight of grief. Connection reminds us that we're not alone and provides opportunities for mutual comfort and strength. Loss is never easy, but the Stoic framework offers a way to approach it with resilience and purpose. By accepting your emotions, focusing on what you can control, reframing the experience as an opportunity for growth, practicing gratitude and seeking support, you can navigate grief with greater clarity and inner peace. These practices don't erase the pain, but transform it into a source of strength, guiding you toward healing and understanding. 6. Navigating ignorance with stoic grace. We've all encountered someone who speaks with unwavering confidence despite a lack of understanding. These moments can be frustrating, but they also offer a chance to practice patience and grace. Consider Galileo, the scientist who championed heliocentrism during a time when the geocentric view dominated. Despite fierce opposition and eventual house arrest, he maintained his integrity, often choosing silence in the face of ignorance and false accusations. Stoicism teaches us that while we cannot control others' actions or beliefs, we can always control our own responses. Marcus Aurelius reminds us, "You have power over your mind, not over outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." When you encounter ignorance, shifting your perspective can transform your response. Instead of feeling compelled to argue or correct, recognize that others' beliefs are outside your control. Galileo's silence wasn't a surrender, but a powerful statement of his confidence in the truth. He understood that truth doesn't require constant defense. It stands firm on its own. This approach mirrors Stoic principles, which encourage focusing on our actions and letting go of what lies beyond our influence. Grace in the face of ignorance means recognizing the limits of your power and choosing your battles wisely. It requires patience and understanding, even in frustrating situations. Practicing this form of restraint not only fosters inner peace, but also shifts your focus to long-term respect and success, rather than fleeting validation. Imagine the impact of responding to ignorance in your life with stoic silence. How might it strengthen your relationships and protect your peace of mind? Galileo's story serves as a reminder that silence, when rooted in wisdom, is a powerful tool for maintaining dignity and promoting growth. By embracing stoic grace, frustrating moments can become opportunities for clarity, resilience, and inner harmony. 7. How to deal with rumors. At some point, you've likely been the subject of whispers, stories that grow louder as they spread, often straying far from the truth. The urge to defend yourself or confront the rumors can feel overwhelming, but Stoicism offers a more grounded response: silence. Consider a community leader who, despite facing false accusations about personal gain, chose not to engage in rebuttals. Instead, she focused on her mission, embodying Marcus Aurelius's wisdom. The best revenge is to be unlike him who hurt you. By staying silent and remaining true to her values, she let her actions speak for her. Over time, her dedication became undeniable, and the rumors dissipated. This approach reflects a vital Stoic principle. What disturbs us is not external events, but how we interpret and react to them. Imagine the strength and peace you could cultivate by ignoring baseless gossip and focusing on your goals. Epictetus offers further guidance. If someone speaks ill of you and it's true, correct yourself. If it's a lie, there is no reason to react. The leader exemplified this by refusing to let falsehoods derail her. She didn't argue or justify herself, choosing instead to maintain her composure. Her silence was not a surrender, but a calculated expression of confidence and integrity. Managing your emotions is the first step when confronted with rumors. Reacting impulsively with anger or defensiveness often magnifies the issue, drawing unnecessary attention. Instead, take a moment to pause. Practices like mindfulness or deep breathing can help you regulate your emotions, giving you the clarity to respond thoughtfully rather than react rashly. Clarity is equally crucial. Rumors thrive on ambiguity, so take the time to gather reliable information. Consult trusted sources and verify the facts. This grounded understanding helps you approach the situation with precision and prevents unnecessary escalation. If a response is required, keep it concise and measured. In many cases, silence is the most effective reply, allowing the truth to emerge on its own. When clarification is necessary, stick to the facts without lengthy justifications, which often lend credibility to the rumor. Consistently living by your values and principles is ultimately more impactful than any verbal defense. Integrity remains your strongest defense against gossip. When your actions consistently align with your values, you cultivate a reputation that can withstand scrutiny. Marcus Aurelius's advice rings true. Waste no more time arguing about what a good man should be. Be one. By living in alignment with this wisdom, you render rumors powerless and build a legacy of trust. Stoicism emphasizes focusing on what lies within your control. While you can't stop others from talking or influence their opinions, you can control your mindset and actions. Detaching from the need for validation allows you to maintain inner peace and channel your energy into pursuits that truly matter. How you handle rumors shapes not just your self-perception, but also how others view you over time. A calm, composed demeanor reflects resilience and maturity, inspiring respect and admiration. This approach fosters a sense of strength that extends beyond the immediate challenge. In a world where misinformation spreads quickly, practicing Stoic principles is more important than ever. Choosing calm over chaos, clarity over confusion, and integrity over impulsiveness showcases the enduring power of thoughtful action. By rising above the noise, you strengthen your ability to navigate future challenges with confidence and grace. Silence is not passivity. It is a deliberate and strategic choice. It protects your peace, reinforces your values, and keeps you focused on what truly matters. Refusing to engage with baseless rumors preserves your dignity and helps you cultivate a life defined by wisdom, strength, and inner harmony. 8. When confronted with injustice. Stoicism teaches us to face life's challenges with fairness, strength, and clarity. Few situations test these virtues more than injustice. The principle of bear and forbear reminds us to endure difficulty with patience while choosing responses rooted in virtue. This approach doesn't advocate passivity, but instead calls for thoughtful, measured actions that turn adversity into opportunities for growth. Nelson Mandela's life offers a profound example of Stoic resilience. Imprisoned for 27 years under South Africa's apartheid regime, Mandela emerged not with a thirst for revenge, but with a vision for peace and unity. He chose to channel his suffering into transformative leadership, embodying Marcus Aurelius's advice. The best revenge is to be unlike him who performed the injury. By refusing to retaliate, Mandela exemplified how calm resolve can inspire change, demonstrating that silence and integrity are powerful tools against injustice. When faced with unfairness, Stoicism emphasizes focusing on what lies within our control. While we cannot always change external circumstances or others' actions, we can control how we respond. This distinction liberates us from wasting energy on anger or resentment. Instead, we can channel our efforts into constructive actions aligned with our values. Remaining calm is critical in such moments. Emotional regulation through practices like deep breathing or reflective silence allows us to maintain clarity. This steadiness helps us approach situations with reason, avoiding impulsive reactions that often worsen conflicts. By pausing to reflect, we gain perspective, uncovering potential solutions rather than fueling the problem. Understanding the root of the injustice is equally important. What caused the situation? Could clear communication or collaboration lead to resolution? Open and respectful dialogue often reveals paths to mutual understanding that impulsive reactions obscure. Such conversations shift the focus from confrontation to resolution. Avoiding revenge is a cornerstone of Stoic wisdom. Retaliation often deepens conflict and compromises our moral integrity. Instead, responding with fairness and composure demonstrates strength. By maintaining a principled approach, we set an example for others and inspire them to act with similar grace. Stoicism encourages us to move from complaints to solutions. When injustice arises, ask yourself, what can I do to address this constructively? Whether in personal conflicts or systemic issues, adopting a problem-solving mindset redirects energy from dwelling on unfairness to driving meaningful change. At times, addressing injustice requires broader action. Advocacy, whether in relationships, workplaces, or society, can challenge entrenched inequalities. Even this work benefits from the calm, strategic mindset Stoicism promotes. By staying composed and focused, we contribute to a more just and harmonious world. Injustice also offers opportunities for personal growth. Reflect on the experience. What did it reveal about your values, strengths, or areas for improvement? How can these lessons help you face similar challenges more effectively in the future? Such reflection transforms adversity into a tool for self-improvement and resilience. Grounding our responses in values is essential. When we act with integrity, we ensure our behavior reflects the person we aspire to be. Consistency in aligning actions with principles builds trust and respect, strengthening both character and relationships. Approaching injustice with Stoic wisdom creates ripple effects. Calm, thoughtful responses not only protect our peace of mind, but also inspire those around us. By modeling strength and integrity, we foster a collective movement toward fairness and understanding. Stoicism provides a timeless framework for navigating injustice. It equips us to remain steady in the face of challenges, rise above negativity, and channel our energy into constructive action. By embracing these principles, we can transform hardship into opportunities for growth, creating a better world for ourselves and others. 9. How to handle insults with Stoic wisdom. Epictetus, the Stoic philosopher, once said, "If someone succeeds in provoking you, realize that your mind is complicit in the provocation." This insight reminds us that our reaction to an insult is a choice. Instead of being drawn into conflict, we can choose silence and understanding as our response. Mahatma Gandhi is a powerful example of this principle in action. During his fight for India's independence, he faced constant insults and resistance, both verbal and physical. Yet, he chose not to retaliate with anger or harsh words. His commitment to nonviolence, closely aligned with Stoic ideals, demonstrated the strength of maintaining calm in the face of provocation. Gandhi's silence often disarmed his opponents, turning the tide of public opinion in his favor. By refusing to respond with hostility, he shifted the dynamics of his interactions. This approach not only preserved his inner peace, but also elevated him as a moral leader, inspiring countless others. When someone insults you, choosing silence allows you to pause and act with intention rather than reacting impulsively. This discipline helps maintain your composure, demonstrating a level of self-control that can diffuse tension. Marcus Aurelius expressed a similar idea, noting that how much worse are the results of anger and grief than the things that caused them. His words encourage us to focus on the consequences of our responses, not just the momentary sting of an insult. Imagine how silence in the face of an insult could transform your daily interactions. Instead of fueling conflict, it could lead to understanding or even respect. It may also set an example for others, showing them how to handle challenges with grace. By keeping your cool, you cultivate an air of leadership and resilience that speaks louder than words ever could. This practice not only shields you from unnecessary stress, but also strengthens your character. Choosing not to engage in petty disputes frees you to focus on more meaningful pursuits, turning potential conflicts into opportunities for personal growth and success. As we've explored the 9 transformative moments to embrace silence, from navigating conflict to facing loss, Stoic wisdom has illuminated a path to greater peace and understanding. Marcus Aurelius reminded us, don't waste time arguing about what a good man should be. Be one. In his spirit, let us cultivate the profound strength of silence, knowing when to speak and when to listen. This choice empowers us to live with greater clarity, harmony, and purpose. Apply these Stoic principles in your daily interactions and witness how the quiet power of thoughtful silence can bring balance and growth into your life. If you found this discussion meaningful, hit the like button, share your reflections in the comments, and spread these timeless ideas with those around you. For more Stoic insights and life-changing lessons, subscribe to Stoic Lens, your guide to mastering the art of living well.